What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in. I got options. I can pass up bitch like
club. Somebody got to tell y'all.
Just judging.
Friends.
We spend this
Type of
holiday
stuff you watch
like
from a
my body got rid of
Y'all don't want that happening. I'm telling y'all, leave them alone. Ew.
This shit sound like an intro just song. Give me that tempo. So cool, he a fool with the shit. Told her don't let her friends know. In the building, I move like a dime. Eating fettuccine, me a Vincenzo's. Me and my amigos got that free smoke on the West Coast.
Hey guys, it's your girl Denaija Lanae. For those of you who are new, welcome. For those of you who are not, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a high school advice video coming from, you know, a big senior. But yes, today we're doing a high school advice video. Make sure you guys follow me on all of my socials. They will be linked down in the description below. And without further ado, let's get right into this video. The first topic that we're gonna go through is first day in general. Honestly, as a freshman, you can't really expect much your first day because you really don't do anything. That's the only thing I really have to say about that question. How do you find your way around the school, or just finding your way around the school in general? I cannot stress this enough, guys. Go to open house. It is not lame. I don't know if y'all heard this before, but I literally heard people not going to open house because it's so-called lame. How is open house lame? Just go to open house. That way you can meet your teachers. That way you can get you know, familiar with the school just a little bit. You won't completely know your way around the school, but you'll get familiarized with the school a little bit. So the next topic is balance / grades. The first question was, how do I balance all of my classes? High school, I swear to you, I think we have like 8 or 9 classes. It really depends on your schedule. Y'all have to understand that not every teacher is going to want to hear your excuse. So if you're one person that loves to make excuses, this is not gonna work. They don't care if they give you a ton of work for this class. You need to make sure you have it done by that day. Honestly, I would tell y'all to get it done way before the due date. When they give it to you that day, whatever assignment is, try to get it done that day. Y'all just do the assignment when you get it, really within the first 2 days of you having it. If you have 5 days to finish an assignment, finish it on the first day that you get it, or the second day, after you got it the first day. Honestly, all I can tell you, that's just how I operate, and I know what works for me. This may not work for everybody, but this is honestly the best advice I can give on that topic. This question is, how do I balance my classes with extracurricular activities? Me personally, I am in a lot of things at school. I am in a lot of extracurriculars, a lot of clubs. I love this question that somebody asked this. First of all, get your calendar together. If you do a lot of things in school, you're gonna need a calendar. You're gonna need a planner. That's just that. You're gonna need it, period. So honestly, what I can tell y'all, get your planner, get your calendar, write down certain days that you know you have meetings. You guys, clubs, you're gonna have meetings for those. If you're in extracurriculars or athletics, you're gonna have practice or whatever. Write those days down that you know you have it. Write down what blocks of time you are in that certain activity and balance it out. For me, I get out of school at 3:30. Sometimes I'll have ACSU meetings from, it'll be like 30 or 45 minutes. But I have marching band practice at the same time. So I'll miss the like first 30, 45 minutes of marching band practice, and I will attend that meeting, then go to marching band practice, and as soon as I get home, get in a shower, eat, and do your work. Or at least do a portion of it before you go to sleep. Sometimes in class, you're not always gonna be doing something. Sometimes teachers will teach a lesson and maybe not give an assignment that day. But if you know you have extra time, don't waste it. Do it then. Get it done ahead of time. Get it done ahead of time. If you know you're not doing anything, do it now. Sometimes you can ask your teachers, hey, like, what's coming up, like, in this next week? Like, how many assignments are we gonna have? What assignments? And sometimes those teachers will tell you, sometimes they won't. But if they do tell you, just prepare yourself to receive that amount of work that next week. Not understanding your work. If you don't know, ask. Don't sit up there and don't be somebody who does not ask, because that's how you feel. Honestly, the best advice I can give you guys is talk to your teachers. And sometimes, I know personally my school holds tutorial or tutoring or whatever. Go to tutorial if the teacher's offering you guys extra help after school. You can get a personal tutor or find an upperclassman or anybody who can tutor you. Do that. Grade concerns. If you guys ever concerned about your grades, talk to your teacher. Please, like, don't just, if you see that you're failing, don't just be like, oh, I'm gonna do this assignment, I'm gonna do this assignment, and I should be caught up. No, if you see that you are failing, even if you have a C and that's not the grade you want, talk to your teacher and like get the assignments that you have that you know you didn't do good on, or the test you didn't do good on. Talk to them and ask them, what is it that I can do to obtain the goal that I'm trying to reach? I promise you, like I said, no teacher wants to see their student fail. They will help you guys. I promise you they will. So don't expect the teacher to sit up here and give you extra credit and baby, you don't even come to class on time. Or don't expect the teacher to want to help you get to where you need to go and you disrupt the class all the time. You're disrupting instruction. Like, that's not really how it works, y'all. Not how it works at all. This is just a piece of advice, y'all. Don't be lazy. Like, I cannot stress this enough. Don't be lazy. It's hard to stay motivated in school sometimes, but sometimes you just, you know, if you know you need to do something but you don't have the motivation, you just got to tell yourself, this is due, this is where I want to be in the future, at the end of the semester, and this needs to get done now. Don't halfway do anything. Your best effort forth when you are doing your work. I promise you it pays off at the end of the semester, because when you start receiving awards, cords for certain things, you're gonna see, oh yeah, doing my work on time paid off. Yeah, it pays off, y'all. And this is my last piece of advice as far as the grades thing. Work hard your 9th, 10th, and 11th grade year. All years of high school are important, guys. If you mess up your first year, you set yourself up to struggle the rest of high school. At that point, you're gonna be playing catch up in your 10th grade year. You're either gonna have to do night school, summer school. You don't wanna be playing catch up at all in high school. Do what you're supposed to do, and your senior year will be a breeze. I promise you, be a breeze. The thing you're worried about is life after high school and getting it together and making it to graduation. The only things you should be stressing about, you shouldn't have to stress about graduating if you know you did everything you had to do and all your credits are in the right place, guys. Next categories is teachers in general. The only advice I have for this is not all teachers are gonna spoon feed you. Some teachers will make you get it out the mud. I'm telling y'all, every time you have a question, they're gonna tell you, this is the information I gave you. Go back and look at that information. And if you still can't figure out, then you come to me. It is what it is. Okay, y'all, next piece of advice. Sometimes you will not always have good teachers. I personally have never had like a horrible teacher. I've had teachers I didn't like, but they haven't necessarily always been like horrible. Like, they're just a horrible person. Like, no. I know a couple people who have had problems with certain teachers or whatever for certain reasons. Sometimes if that was to ever occur, y'all, just get your parents. Talk to a counselor. Go to a power higher than the teacher. Sometimes it'll get resolved and sometimes it won't, but you just have to really stay consistent on top of those problems. That's all I have to really say about that. This is a key one that I've witnessed a lot, even with people I hang around, which this to me is very weird, but I'm just gonna give y'all this piece of advice. This is for 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. This is for all grades. All this advice is for anybody going to any grade. Do not ever disrespect teachers just because you don't like them. As long as they're not doing anything outrageous, like making slick remarks and starting, you know, stuff like that, you're cool. Just tolerate them. Like, it's never that serious. You're there so you can graduate in the long run, and they're there because they get paid to be there. So what y'all gotta do to get them things, y'all cool. Nothing more, nothing less. Period. Also, this is my last piece of advice under the teachers category. Get close with y'all's teachers. Not called being a teacher's pet or anything. Get cool with y'all teachers, because in the long run, you're going to need them. I don't care what nobody says. In the long run, you're going to need your teachers. Hold on, y'all. I need some water or something. If y'all are going to college, you're gonna need letters of recommendation. At the end of the day, y'all still gonna have to have some kind of bond to ask for a recommendation. Nobody's gonna give you a letter of recommendation and they don't know you. So I'm telling y'all, y'all gotta be on y'all P's and Q's in school, because you're gonna need them eventually. Finally, we're getting into the real good, the good stuff, the tea. We're gonna talk about fake friends and fake friend groups. Me personally, I haven't had too many friend groups in high school. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I had one my junior year, like came about like at the end of first semester, going into second semester. It was just really like 9th grade, 10th grade, and part of 11th grade. It was just me and my best friend. Pretty sure y'all seen him in my vlog. Yeah, y'all did see him in my vlogs before. Best friends in art. It was just us for a little minute. After he switched schools or whatever, I kind of like, you know, chilling with these other folks. Don't ever think you're excluded from drama. Just as much as drama can happen to anybody else, it can happen to you too. Even if you're hanging around with one person, 2 people, 3 people, even if it's a small friend group. Like, don't be like, oh, this type of stuff you watch from a distance. Yes, but it can happen to you too. So don't be so quick to judge and think that you're excluded from drama, because you're not. Second thing is, not everybody is your friend. This is for my freshmen leaving middle school with a certain friend group or whatever. Y'all just so happen to be going to the same school. Don't think that, oh, these are gonna be my friends forever through high school, because things change. Not saying that y'all won't, because sometimes by the grace of God, y'all still be friends by graduation. It doesn't always happen, and people change. School is going to mature certain people, so you know, and not everybody matures as fast as everybody else. So there'll be some people you find holding you back when you need to be excelling. And don't let people who are supposed to be your safe space be the people that drain you. Of course, sometimes with your friends you do not like fall out, but y'all are gonna have disagreements. Y'all are not the same people. Y'all are 2 completely different individuals. Sometimes you disagree, and that's okay. As long as it never gets disrespectful or anybody crosses the line, that's fine. Don't allow that to happen, because I allowed that to happen for too long. I don't want that happening. I'm telling y'all, y'all don't want it happening, because you're gonna have too much stuff going on when you get to high school, or while y'all are already in high school. Like I said, this video is for all grade levels. You're gonna already have a lot of stuff going on. You don't want people who are supposed to be your safe space and people you have fun with training you. That's just a no-no. Y'all, this is for my freshmen. This is for all grade levels, but really for my freshmen, don't try and fit in. Everybody is your friend. People you think you're friends, sometimes they're not your friends. See, these people are trying to exclude you because you don't meet certain criteria. No, they should want to be your friend because of who you are. Why would they want you to change yourself just so you can hang with them, or just so you can fit in? Like, don't try and fit in, y'all. The next category is boys. Y'all, the only thing I have to say, leave them alone. Especially my freshmen. Leave them alone. Boys, ew, 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 ew. Ew, leave them alone. What we used to say in elementary school used to be like, girls rule, boys drool. Leave them alone. They are not worth it, y'all. I promise y'all. I mean, speaking from experience, they're not worth it. They are not worth it. I done dealt with some people. They are not worth my time. I'm not gonna say it was terrible, but they just weren't worth my time. Like, leave them alone, y'all. Like, they're literally just a distraction. Somebody you're talking to should never ever be a distraction to you and be a distraction into what you have going on. Boys will always be there, y'all. I promise to you, they will always be there. After you graduate, when you get to, or even when you get to your senior year, your junior year, they'll still be there. Unfortunately, they will always be here. This is for my freshmen. Leave the upperclassmen alone. Leave them alone. It will be certain upperclassmen that will prey on you, and they'll be like, oh, I didn't know you was a freshman. I didn't know you were a freshman. You don't look like a freshman. They knew you were a freshman. Trust them, leave. At my school, y'all, I don't even want to talk about this too much because I got people from my school that follow me, but somebody who was preying upon like freshmen and stuff, and I'm like, you're weird. Like, he was upperclassman and he was known for it. They will do certain things, like they'll make it seem like they want to be your friend, and the whole time they only want one thing, and they don't want you for your personality. Let y'all think about that one. Let it sink in. It is another thing. Boys can also cause drama just as much as girls can. I've seen a lot of females get into fights over boys because of stuff boys said. Like, just as much as girls can be messy and certain friend groups can be messy, boys can do the same thing too. Relationship, y'all, when y'all get to school and y'all see certain things and you be like, oh, that's the type of stuff we watch from a distance, don't think you're excluded from it, because like I said, boys can do the same thing. It's just a no-no. And of course, everybody gonna tell y'all no. Everybody gonna tell y'all no. Your parents gonna tell you no, don't deal with nobody. Like, y'all, your parents are gonna tell you. Sometimes there's some people that have to find out for themselves. These boys, I promise you, they don't want no relationship for real. Like, y'all are young. Like, they're gonna want to talk to multiple people. This goes for boys and girls. They're gonna want to talk to multiple people. Some people don't want to be loyal to certain people. It's gonna happen. Like, y'all not married, y'all not older in a relationship, so it's just like, you know, you can't really expect much. Wait, y'all, just wait. Now, so I'm gonna hurry up and get this done because my storage keeps going in and out, and my camera battery is not charged, y'all. We having technical difficulties. Next section was hygiene. Keep y'all an emergency kit with y'all hygiene essentials like lotion, pads, tampons, your smell goods in general. Keep all that on you because you never know what's gonna happen. Some days you might forget to do this, might forget to do that little 1 2 1 2. It's okay because you have an emergency kit in your bag. Boys, this goes for y'all too. Stop trying to spit game at females and your musty and your breath stinks. It's not cute. Y'all need to keep a little emergency kit too. Okay, y'all, this is moving on to my section. Direct questions that I got from Instagram. Somebody said, what's the easiest / hard part about freshman year? That the easiest part is probably the work. A lot of people think the work is gonna be the hard part. It's not. The hardest part is definitely gonna be the transition and getting into the flow of things and how life really is in high school, because you're getting more freedom. You're gonna get to do a lot of things that you did not get to do in middle school. And that's what messes some people up, because they take advantage of all that time and they don't do what they're supposed to do first before having fun. Somebody said, are there bullies? Y'all, I wouldn't say there's bullies. Like I said, because it's my second time recording this because my shirt's cut off. You're not gonna get stuffed in a locker. You're not gonna, nobody's gonna put your head in the toilet, but there are gonna be people that talk and do this, that, and the third. Sometimes you're just gonna have to deal with that. Yeah, that comes with anything. Like, there's gonna be people that talk, there's gonna be people that run their mouth and da-da-da. Sometimes y'all just gonna have to let people talk. Well, how do I maintain my GPA or get a high GPA? Stay on top of your work. Get it done on time. So that way, because if you turn your stuff in early and the teacher grades it early and this is not the grade that you want, you could talk to them about it and ask, can I redo it? What can I do to get a higher grade? Because higher grades equals what? Equals what? A higher GPA, y'all. Because some people want a high GPA but don't care. Like, somebody says high school fun. Yes, it's fun. High school is what you make it. If you're gonna make high school, like, if you're a boring person and you don't want to participate in school activities, you don't want to do this, you don't want to do that, you don't want to make friends, your high school years are gonna be boring. That's just that. What are things you should worry about? Honestly, I think you guys should worry about, like, certain people throwing you off your track. I don't think y'all should really worry about people talking, y'all. Like, talk is talk. That's all it is. Nothing more, nothing less. I don't think you guys should worry or stress about anything other than just maintaining your grades and maintaining your goals. Somebody asked me, how was my high school experience? I personally loved high school. Like, I love school, period. So I feel like that's also what made my high school years better. Really active within my school. Got to meet a lot of people, go a lot of places because of the things that I'm in. It's really just an experience. Of course, my freshman year, I was on the computer, so it wasn't all that. But sophomore year, when I started getting into the mix of things, it was fun. Like, getting into high school for real, yeah, it was fun. Junior year, that's a whole nother story. Junior year was just fun. Like, I think this is probably my best school year. Somebody said, how should I go about making friends and relationships with teachers? As far as making friends, I just think y'all should be yourself. Don't try and be somebody you're not. The friendship is not going to be organic. It's not going to be genuine because they're thinking you're a certain way because that's how you portrayed yourself. Don't do that. And making relationships with teachers, honestly, don't act up in your class. Talk to your teacher sometimes. Like, just engage in class. You can't be a student and expect to have a relationship with your teacher. And y'all, okay, so we on the camera now, y'all. I'm just go ahead and hurry up with this topic. Engage in your classes, y'all, because if you're not an engaged student, if you're not a good student, if you're not somebody who actually listens, why would a teacher even want to bother to have a bond with you? Like, come on now. What advice would I give to rising juniors? Junior year is going to be your hardest year. I don't care what nobody says. Junior year is going to be stressful, especially if you want to go to college, if you want to go to the military, if whatever you want to do is going to be hard, because this is the year it all counts. It's the year they really look at. Take as many honors and AP classes as you can, and don't overdo it now, because sometimes some people overdo it. But y'all, take as many honors and AP classes as you can. If people want to go to the military, take your ASVAB. Also, for people who want to go to college, take your SAT and ACT. And actually study for it, y'all. Like I said, at this point, you should have already been building your bonds with your teachers, but you still have time if you didn't. Start making out a list of colleges, and also start thinking about life after high school, because junior year, for me, it honestly did move fast. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, it moved real fast. Start applying for scholarships. That's what I did, y'all. And I feel like, honestly, getting a head start on your scholarships helps as well. Get a head start on the scholarships, and also start talking to your counselor, because you're going to be dealing with them a lot your senior year and towards the end of your junior year, especially if you're trying to do dual enrollment as a senior. You're going to be dealing with them a lot, period. So you might as well get into the group of things and start talking to them. Also get those fee waivers for those tests, because I promise y'all, anything you have to pay for, I promise y'all 9 times out of 10, it's free. So ask for a fee waiver. Ask your counselors. Talk to them. But y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And stay tuned because we got more back to school videos coming. And also, like I said, follow me on all my socials. They will be linked down in the description below. And yeah, y'all in the next video.